Hello and welcome to your English news broadcast live on ERi-TV. It's exactly 10:30 p.m. on Eritrea's local time from our headquarters at Asmara with your domestic and international news in brief. I'm Zahra Badouri, but first we'll begin with your major headlines for this broadcast. Efforts to control deforestation of indigenous trees. Commendable female student school enrollment and competitiveness, and more. On your international, Taliban captures Afghan provincial capital Zaranj. Tremors continue to shake Congo months after volcano erupts, according to yesterday's reports. Welcome to your domestic in brief. The Forest and Wildlife Authority branch in Foro subzone stated that commendable community-led effort is being exerted with the view to prevent the deforestation of indigenous trees species in the subzone. Speaking to Arena, the vice head of the branch, Mr. Abrar Saleh, stating that the indigenous tree species have been destroyed in the subzone for various reasons, stated that voluntary foresters have been mobilized to prevent the destructive action. Mr. Abrar went on to say that commendable outcome have been registered from the integrated effort conducted to enhance the conscious participation of the public, that outstanding endeavors aimed at reviving indigenous trees species by preparing tree seedlings. Underlining the significance of the role of the subzone and administrative areas, Mr. Abrar called for strengthened societal participation for better outcome. Female student school enrollment and competitiveness in all educational levels in the central region is outstanding, reports stated. The comment was made at a 2019-2020 academic year activity assessment meeting the Ministry of Education branch in the central region conducted on August the 6th. At the meeting conducted at Abraha Bahta School Hall, in which heads of the educational institutions in the subzone participated, Mr. Balai Abdegabr, head of the Ministry of Education branch in the central region, stated that the challenges encountered due to COVID-19 pandemic and measures undertaken to successfully complete the 2019-2020 academic year. In the activity reports that heads of education of the subzone presented, it was stated that female student school enrollment rose above half of the total enrollment, and their educational competitiveness is commendable, and calls was made to tackle student school dropout being witnessed in secondary education. They also called for the alleviation of an inadequate number of teachers and classrooms. At a concluding speech, the Director General of Social Services at the Central Region Administration, Colonel Gabra Burhan Waldegargis, delivered calls on teachers to strengthen their roles for better outcome in the success of the teaching and learning process. Documents of the Ministry of Educational branch in the central region indicating that the passing level in the elementary is 95% and 90% in junior education and 85% in the secondary level. On your final domestic, the Ministry of Agriculture called for strengthening public participation in the endeavors being exerted to vaccinate dogs against rabies. Underlining the health risk rabies poses on humans and that it annually kills about 60,000 human beings in countries that are not able to control it. Mrs. Marhawit Tesfai, head of the Animal Health Unit at the Ministry of Agriculture, called on nationals to vaccinate their dogs on regular basis, indicating that the Ministry of Agriculture has been working to fight off rabies since early independence by organizing regular vaccination programs. Mrs. Marhawit said that the vaccination campaign have been conducted regularly and in a compulsory way. We'll be back with your international. Stay with us after this short break. And on your global report, the Taliban has captured the city of Zaranj in Afghanistan's Nurmuz province before yesterday, making it the first local capital that the group has taken from the Afghan government as it steps up offenses into other provinces. There have also been reports that the group has taken control of the capital of Helmand province as well, fighting to reimpose strict Islamic law after being overthrown in 2001 by the U.S.-led forces. The Taliban has intensified its campaign to defeat the U.S.-backed government as foreign forces complete their withdrawal after 20 years of war. The Taliban has taken dozens of districts and border crossings in recent months and put pressure on several provincial capitals, including Herat in the west and Kandahar in the south, as foreign troops withdraw immediately. On your final report, 2 months after the eruption of the Democratic Republic Congo's volcano that affected the city of Goma and its surroundings, an earthquake of magnitude 4 on the Richter scale was felt again on Thursday. The recent tremor has caused panic among the residents of Goma, who are still recovering from the recent incident. Goma has recorded more than 100 tremors in recent months. Through the intensity of the magnitude has exponentially decreased over time. On Thursday evening, experts reassured people and called for calms before specifying that the tremor felt in the town had no connection with the activity of the volcanoes. Last May, at least 32 people died during the flow of the lava from the volcano that devastated localities north of the city of Goma in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news in brief. But before we end this broadcast, this is your review in the total major headlines. Efforts to control deforestation of indigenous trees. Commendable female student school enrollment and competitiveness, and calls for strong public participation against rabies. Taliban captures Afghan provincial capital in Zaranj. And finally, tremors continue to shake Congo months after volcano erupts. That is all for now until we are back with some more news. Stay and enjoy the rest of our programs, but until then, have a nice one.